So Melanie, what's your question?
Well, I've got a 5-month-old baby girl that's very smiley and happy. The problem is she's very happy in the middle of the night. I feed her as much as I can before I put her down to sleep, and I also keep her awake as much as I can during the day. But how do we get more sleep?
All right, well, I know every parent wrestles with this. All we want is a good night's sleep. I mean, did you ever think as a parent that 3 to 4 hours would be a full night's sleep for you?
Yeah.
Right? But 5 months, I'm a big advocate of sleep training, and I know it's not easy, but sleep training, the idea is to get your child to sleep a 10-hour stretch minimum through the night without feeding them and without picking them up. It's not for everybody. I'll tell you, my wife has heard me talk about this where her friends were calling her for the advice. When it came to my daughter, she was around 4 months of age. I remember that first night, 7:30, she went to sleep. 10:30, she wakes up. She's screaming, crying. I'm sitting there pretending that I didn't want to get her, but I wanted to just be her savior and go pick her up. My wife looked at the monitor, looked at me, looked at the monitor, looked back at me and uttered something I can't repeat, got up and got my daughter. Sleep training aborted that night. The whole next day, I was the insensitive father. She was the hypocritical mother because she was giving all her friends the same advice but couldn't follow through. We came to a truce and we did it that night. Took a couple nights of a little bit of crying, but you know what? She's been sleeping 10 to 12 hours ever since. So everybody's happier when a child's sleeping through the night.
So sleep training is getting the child
basically
used to
training them to fall back asleep without you is what it is. And some babies it works great and easily, some babies it doesn't. Now, you mentioned that you're keeping her up as much as you can during the day. Now keep in mind, a 5-month-old needs about 14 to 15 hours of sleep per 24 hours. So if she's not getting that, when she is awake, she's going to be a little tired, and those stress hormones kind of kick in, which can hurt her sleep. So if you might try letting her nap a little more, and you might find that she actually sleeps better during the night. So oftentimes there's a lot of experimentation going on. Some kids sleep better without a nap. Some kids sleep better with a nap.